Hello, tall traders, and welcome back to another market review brought to you by Orbex. It seems the dollar's bouncing back, especially on the index, traveling up to that 100 or magical $100 psychological area, and we're seeing a little bit more fluctuation on the foreign exchange pairs as well. The yen, the pound, and the euro, kind of going against the dollar as well. So the dollar is creeping up, but it just depends on how much it's going to retrace from the sell-off that we've seen not so long ago, and obviously this has reflected on gold as well, which we'll look at today. But looking at the Dixie or the DXY index, we're just seeing, as I said, hitting this kind of double bottom now, just below the 99 area, and then moving a little bit more higher towards this magical $100 target, which is marked out on the chart at the moment. So it was a very vast sell-off, very heavy from the middle of May, so a couple of weeks ago, and now we're just seeing what the potential is. For me, obviously, this psychological area 100, we will expect some firm resistance there. It just depends on how much further it's planning to go down before a potential bounce higher. As you can see from the RSI, we are traveling nicely higher, not too overbought at the moment like we have seen in the past, but you know, when we do get too much of an overbought position on the RSI or any stochastics, any indicators, then we expect a bit of a fall, slight bearish divergence. But as I said, just depends on how much we're going to fall to the downside at least. So just keep an eye on the headlines for the dollar. Obviously, Donald Trump is really pushing the agenda, really making these fundamental impact news events for the American dollar, which, as we've seen, tariff wars, trade tariffs being imposed, potentially being imposed on the Eurozone. Then it's been delayed until the 9th of July. So it is a little bit of tit for tat, a little bit of, he's going to implement something, then he pulls back on it. So shakes the market up a little bit. And then this is the result. So let's just take a quick look on gold as well, how that's affected gold. Not too much in the way of a massive move. Obviously, we are coming a little bit lower, but we are, more importantly, just holding on to this 3,300 area at the moment, just kind of flirting with that at the moment before potentially breaking higher or lower. On the RSI, we are just seeing a potential bullish divergence being created, but it depends on how much it's going to fall lower for that to happen. But we've seen quite an increase on the yellow metal in the past few days. We were hoping for this nice V-shaped recovery to take place to the next peak, but we are, as I said, just trading a little bit lower now. So in that case, we'll have to obviously see what the next move is for gold, what the next move is for the dollar as well, and obviously for Donald Trump. FOMC minutes later on in the American session today should give us a little bit more direction on where the Fed is going to go, if there's going to be a more interest rate hikes, cuts, holds, if inflation is a little bit too high, too sticky for them to start thinking about cutting again, and where do we see America going, if there's going to be a recession in the next few months, or is it going to be avoidable because it is still on the lips of a lot of traders as well, still worrying there. So as I said, with gold, just keep an eye out for the psychological levels. If we see the dollar start shooting higher, then naturally gold might start feeling under pressure as well. But let me know what you think, what you're trading on. This video will be posted on our YouTube and Telegram channel as usual. So remember to trade responsibly, and we'll speak again next time around. Bye for now.